Hi, Cozy.
Hi, Humpy. Hi, y'all. Is it cold in here, or is it just the mice, the
ice
cat
mice?
thing? I don't really know what Iggy is.
I think he's a cat.
But, like, that tail be wildin'.
Maybe they're like a saber-toothed cat.
That'd be cute. Is it because of that doofy,
Yeah,
doofy,
that's right.
doofy cute feet coming out?
Yeah. Welcome back to Beacon Pines, y'all. Nat the Mouse has just insinuated that this version of Beacon Pines, this Icy Boy town, is in fact the real Beacon Pines, and he's about to explain it to us.
The original.
The OG, the original gangster Beacon Pines.
The Shadowless first edition.
Yeah, Ghost Rare.
Yeah. You both grew up here, but the town you've called your home for the past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair, but a replica nonetheless. Oh, like when they all went away for like months or whatever because they had to fix it up. They weren't fixing up, they were building a new town.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you're so right.
That's impossible. It's too much work. You'd need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise duplicate.
We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed.
You'd think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. It is a real aversion to discontinuity, a revulsion even. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane.
He has a lot of big words.
Is that why my brain be so smooth?
Yeah, yeah. They've done something to it. I don't know why she didn't say it. Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably.
So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed? Precisely.
But why?
Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is to uncover.
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
The source.
The source!
Bam, bam, bam. Why'd you say the source like that? You're so dramatic. Why, indeed.
I'm very dramatic. I'm dramatic as fuck. I don't know what to tell you.
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. Haha! There's no way they could.
He looked down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this really is home.
He sprinted off into the pale distance.
Oh.
As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out,
Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weepwood.
No. Screw you.
Fuck you.
Chapter 6.
Ooh, baby.
The Source. Nat expressed his sympathy with
Why?
a shrug and sauntered
Nah.
off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to Perennial Harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know.
Yeah, this is the clearing
Luca
we were in
stopped
earlier.
dead in his
Hell yeah.
tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth.
Ooh, baby.
He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow.
Oh, because I think this is where Dad is.
Oh, that's
Hit something
right.
Hard. A headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
You're here! All this time I thought I was visiting you, but you've been here, alone, in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply. Just snow-covered silence.
Yeah, he is dead.
You're dead. Super dead.
Why'd you give me the slip like
You
that?
followed me fine, but
What if I couldn't find you jerk?
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh,
Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy.
yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be the hazmats.
Yeah.
We gotta hide.
Yup. You got it.
259K. Fall off distance still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259.
Sorry. You ever think about what we did here?
We saved a whole town of people.
Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. The people who love them will never know the truth.
The truth is overrated.
He bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hello?
They're
Hey.
just coworkers playing.
Yeah, they're just... they're just friends. They're just friends, guys.
Don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world.
Yeah.
Come on. It's almost lunchtime.
What?
That's what I'm talking about.
Weirdo.
Just coworkers.
Here, I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was still with me.
Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some advice.
Iggy gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Whoa.
Hey!
Who's any of this helping?
What?
Sitting here in the snow, crying like some pushover. Who you helping?
Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone.
Blah, blah, blah. Luca Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you acting like a horse's ass,
I should stand up for myself.
hell yeah. Kerr and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off the switcheroo for a reason, right?
Right. Nat mentioned something about a source.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be an awfully valuable to Perennial Harvest.
Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it?
What did you have in mind?
Fucking shit up. If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it.
Or light it on fire? Whatever.
If it's too big to snatch, we smash it.
And what if it's too big to smash?
Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna make this right, Dad, I promise. Let's do this.
Yeah, baby. We know where the source is.
Yeah, we just gotta go through town.
All right, baby.
Hippity.
We're gonna break. We can't smash it though. Oh.
It can get awful cold out there in those woods, Luca. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way.
Where's Rolo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her?
Oh heavens, no! Do I seem like a killer to you?
Iggy and Luca shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Aw, shucks, now that hurts my feelings.
Damn, bud. Maybe if you didn't look so much like a killer, I don't know.
Yeah, right?
Screw that guy. We'll kill him. We'll reverse killer him.
Kill him before he kills us.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged
Here's my
holding
nut
a
stash.
shoebox with a crude skull painted on its
It's my
lid.
sack of nuts. Or as I like to call it.
My nutsack!
What's that?
Long story. So a few years back, I, came into possession of some premium grade fireworks. Not that wimpy firecracker stuff they gave kids. The good stuff.
So why did you bury it under a tree?
That's the long part of the story. You and Rolo were doing chores at Rolo's chicken coop. And you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Luca rolled his eyes with realization.
No, you didn't.
Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Yup. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, these were some primo fireworks. So I might have underestimated things.
You blew up the chicken coop?
I prefer to think of it as an incendiary redecoration.
But, please.
Sorry, but you should have seen the looks on your faces.
Baby's first arson.
Yeah.
Rolo got grounded for months.
Which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried them under that tree. But when I came back for them later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found them and tossed them.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us!
Ba-ba-ba!
Unbelievable.
Okay.
But now we have fireworks.
We got fire. We're gonna fuck shit up, baby.
Do you think this is a game?
Yes, literally.
Yeah, it's a video game.
Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero.
You're a little brat who is in way over his head.
A hero is just someone who refuses to give up.
Comics these days are rotting children's brains.
That's TikTok.
Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero.
I was always partial to Hank Atomic myself.
Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are.
All right, any hope of, like, this Kerr guy being misunderstood? He's yelling at children.
Yeah.
Prepare for blast off, loser.
Got 'em, boys.
Ooh. Oh, I think we're gonna cause the ice this time.
Yeah, instead of a torch, it's a
Luca
firework.
and Iggy
Yeah.
inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo! Echo! Echo!
Whoa. I can see why they wanted to move us all out of town now.
But why would they dig up a giant hole?
I think this is it.
This is the source? It's a dang hole?
It's a big dang hole.
How do we smash a hole?
Well, I'll tell you when you're older.
You gotta go on not YouTube for that.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend.
Kerr! Where's Rolo?
I wasn't lying before. He's safe.
6 feet under.
Well, safer than you two, at least. Drat, it's cold. You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it?
What did you do to our town? What is all of this?
Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source, where they collect the unrefined,
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it.
They're harvesting something. That is an important sort of clue here.
Yeah. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know.
What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge?
Oh, heavens, no. My role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complications.
Why do you have to go and get things so complicated? Complications like ooze.
You are a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way.
Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lackey.
Got him!
The point is that we all play our part in life. Mine just happened to be a lead in that role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras, ready for your curtain call.
We aren't giving up without a fight.
Your smile's not gonna be so winning after we're done with you.
Now, boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
Kerr snapped his fingers.
Scene change.
Uh-oh!
No! There, that's better.
That's not what... We're in the same place, bud.
Deal with them.
No,
Iggy turned
fireworks.
to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking?
Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't.
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop!
Let's not do something regrettable. Joke's on you. Regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these in your precious hole?
Well, again.
Yeah.
Word choice.
Iggy, please. Nothing. Nothing at all.
You're a terrible liar!
I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar. But that's far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool.
Oh, he's sweating.
Yeah. Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well.
Ah.
You all can head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here.
I love the clipboard just smiling.
Yeah, the backwards walk.
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. What, like this?
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Oh my god.
Got him. Woo!
Well. Ah!
Whoa!
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca.
Whoa!
Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle, they both tumbled over the side.
Oh shit!
Luca dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped.
Woo!
Ah!
His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
You reckless child, what have you done? Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back.
How, what channel do I use?
It doesn't make a damn difference, they're always listening. If you do that, the clipboards will just haul us and snag us both. The only way you get out of this is if Kerr's out of the picture. Just let go and save yourself. If he lets go, we both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth
Damn
it.
kid.
Iggy hard.
Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. Why don't you actually do something selfless and just let go?
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
Long life! I'll have you know, I can still play 25. You should have heard me sing the part of Phyllis Young.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Wow, can you believe this guy?
Ooh, hum. Okay.
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Kerr, just let go!
No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too. Luca, look at me. It's okay.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't going to kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend.
Yes, you are!
Nah, I'm just a no-good bully. Like you, Kerr.
Iggy, no!
Luca felt his hand slipping.
And I told you what you need to do with bullies.
I can't!
It's your only way out of this mess. 2 birds with 1 stone. Makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in
I
packs.
love wackadoo.
Calm settled over Iggy's face.
Luca, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once.
Ooh.
Oh,
Luca had no choice but to... Oh, refuse or accept.
interesting.
Let's refuse.
Yeah, ain't no way we're letting a boy
Luca
fall.
had no
Yeah.
choice but to
Not in the
refuse
first try,
Iggy's
anyway.
tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out, We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard
snap.
beautifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair. Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away. A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth
Is this
bag
just an
was
ending?
pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face.
Oops!
The end.
That's so anticlimactic. What the
This
hell?
was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Man, so just let your boy die, huh?
Yeah. I
Luca
mean,
has
he's
no
our
choice but
boy.
to
He's a
accept.
boy.
With a
Bruh.
quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good.
Woo! Oh my god.
The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
Whoa! Hooray! Oh, he's lighting him as he's falling down.
Is that what's happening, or was it just the impact?
I think you'd have to light him.
Hell of a goodbye, Iggy.
Oh, hi.
Damn, Nat, you could have, like, get here any sooner?
Yeah, where were you?
Luca, you should really step back.
What?
Quickly.
Well. Oh. Interesting.
Curious.
That is curious.
Ah, but of course. Those fireworks of Iggy's must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before a perennial harvest arrives.
Not until you tell me what just happened.
Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while, anyway.
How?
Tempus liquamine is a peculiar substance. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself.
What?
But doing so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade.
So this gunk make things cold and the fireworks made the whole freeze over?
That's one way of putting it, yes.
Sort of what happened.
Yeah.
As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what would have happened in that case.
Jeez, haha,
No, shudder from the shiver cold.
that'd be crazy.
We have some idea what that would look like.
It will take them a good while to safely break through the access to the source again.
If you know all this stuff, why haven't you been helping?
I have been, in my way. Each of us has our own role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy us precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait.
Wait for what?
You.
Me? Why? What's my role?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luca Van Horn. You are going to save the world.
What?
Oh.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny.
Destiny.
To be continued in
Oh?
What?
Beacon Pines. Pines harder.
What the hell?
Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm?
What the hell?
Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy.
Yeah, right? Me
I
too.
refuse
Yeah.
to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Ah!
It's a whole thing. Okay, so what have we unlocked then? We just
We got hum.
Ah, okay. All right.
Ah.
So now
Yeah,
is
so
this
there's
the
two-
end of the game?
Is there two hums or just the one?
I don't know that I saw another hum spot.
Okay.
But yeah, okay, so now we're going all the way to the other side when we got Gran and Duncreed. We're gonna hum instead of
Instead of
cry
crying.
about it.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind, the only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud.
Yeah, hum it, Luca. Do it, Luca.
Hum, 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 and hum. Grandma's just having a little marshmallow roast by the cold shiver
Yeah,
air.
it's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna eat s'mores.
Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out.
Yeah!
A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself.
What the hell? Grandma!
Is she hurt?
Through a
She might
flood
be
of
finally
tears,
dying.
She began to hum along, note for note.
Oh, you know what? I bet this is our mom, but she got the goo on her.
Oh.
Because it seems like it makes you a little older.
And that would make sense why she's, like, already dead or whatever.
Yeah. Because I don't think I sort of picked up on that, but it made Beck's hair turn gray.
Yeah.
And maybe it just sort of made Iggy's half of his head age, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are we...
I
think we're just listening.
Yeah. Listen for a long
Luca
ass
lifted
time.
his head.
Okay, no, I did have to press a button.
Oh shit, okay.
The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How do you know?
I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo.
Buckaroo? The only people who call me that are my dad and...
Your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother, only smaller, older, changed.
Mom!
That's right, buckaroo.
Mom!
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his... They held each
Hell
other
yeah.
close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
And he scratched his belly. All right, Dunkery.
Eleanor, I've been lusting after my friend's wife. I thought you were.
God.
Yeah. God. You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How?
You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now.
You were exposed.
Ah.
Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me?
I never left you. I was always right here, Luca.
Why did you lie to me?
It tore me up, Luca, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone.
You could have trusted me.
These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process.
Then what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
Damn it, I thought I was gonna get with a grandma.
Does this mean that's all off the table?
Yeah. They can't be stopped. This is too big.
I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire.
For the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now there's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
No more jam?
Yeah.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
I love parties. We're gonna have a fishbowl, put our keys in it. Where you going? Hey.
Is he gonna scratch his belly again?
Do it. Do it, please.
Nah.
You don't understand. He always wins.
Oh, fiddle-dee-dee, dude.
Chapter 9.
Oh!
The Devil You Know. 7 months ago.
What?
Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under Perennial Harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering.
Oh,
No
yeah.
turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus Liquamen. There were dozens of them. Every one stamped, failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod.
No, don't go in the strange pod.
Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
Oh, don't get... Oh, my God.
And that is what change is all about.
Oh, this is happening. It's a festival.
Yeah, grabbing the future by the scruff of its neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? This man is a liar. Excuse me. I will not.
Hell yeah, get him, Gran.
This town has a dangerous secret and Perennial Harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days.
Yeah, you called it.
But while they had us evacuated... Miss Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to. You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. Yeah!
Do they got worm people? Is that racist?
This is growing tiresome. A little help, please.
Clipboards.
Don't you all see? This festival is a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Oh my God, what? Really? But she's old now.
That mommy is a mommy?
She's still kind of hot, though, right?
Well, aren't you just sneaky as the Dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price.
Was it made out of time crystals? Like,
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable so that she can get the help she needs.
yeah, I don't know about that, buckaroo. Yeah!
She's not the one who's disturbed.
That's me.
Do you want to be him?
Yeah, you two-timing clown. I'll tell you what. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is...
Huh?
Yeah. Little pup.
That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Boy. Yes, sir.
What?
Oh, shit.
Take them away. No, I want them to see this. Ah, the ever-tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side.
Man, hold on.
Is this tiny little dog
Is this
the big boss?
Yeah, did he get reverse aged? You know what I mean?
Oh!
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
And that's why he was adopted, because this is actually sharper.
Yeah, I bet you.
Like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Pause, like P-A-W-S.
Yeah, that's right.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter, your failures are yours to bear.
Bear? Is there bears?
Bears? Mr. Kerr. Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I will take it from here. Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
Bark, bark, woof, woof.
You've done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed upon.
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Founder.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Yeah, dude. He got baby Boyd.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents.
Oh my god.
A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharp
Yeah.
His
Valentine.
body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Well, that doesn't seem like what you wanted.
Yeah, this seems, sort of fucked up.
A hushed horror gripped the crowd.
As he sprouts up into a full-grown dog.
Oh, yeah.
It is a story about change.
What? No! Haha, so you didn't see that coming.
Ooh, look at his eyebrows.
Yeah. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. This festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign.
Oh!
What? Ha! Wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious bastard!
Whoa!
I'm glad you're back so I can tell you in your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again.
Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr.
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
What the hell? You coward!
Does anyone else have something to contribute?
There are more of them than there are of y'all, I gotta just tell you.
Yeah,
all
the
that.
clipboards.
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools.
Well,
You people should be celebrating my return. You're clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children.
Daddy?
Daddy? I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Squandered.
Damn.
To
Oh.
say I'm disappointed would be an understatement.
But
Silence, Augustus. An adult is speaking.
all right, sir.
I don't know which is worse, a son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you fail me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I have been wasting time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy?
Who needs a legacy where he can just live forever?
Yeah, that's true.
But what about... It's all right, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where is Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph.
I think you've said enough.
Nonsense. The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been.
I only did what I did because he left me no choice.
You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it.
I'm pretty strong, I don't know.
No matter. Cheer up. You are about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor, desperate to recapture his youth.
Oh, did he get youngified?
Yeah. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again.
Oh.
Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again, and I am willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of Perennial Harvest? Huh. You think that puffed-up blatherskite could have accomplished all of this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow, you've earned it.
Oh,
Mr. Kerr
shittles.
flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Patrick Sire Montesquieu, thespian extraordinaire, at your service.
Oh my god.
Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It truly was the role of a lifetime.
That's you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wait,
He hasn't said anything for a while.
so this Bill Kerr was a patsy the whole time?
Ya-da-da-da-da-da.
Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple.
I'm not afraid of you!
Ha! The young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things would have gone a bit differently, you might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you.
You can't do this!
Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But well worth it.
I like that his suit just grew with him, you know?
Yeah, right?
Sharper caught up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work,
Whoa.
shall we? Got him.
Got him!
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image.
The end.
The fertilizer factory soon
Oh my
reopened
God.
for business.
Oh, maybe.
Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous, a secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer.
Ruh-roh.
The end.
Uh-oh.
Ugh,
This
capitalism.
is wrong, but
Yeah, am I right?
things are becoming clearer now. You can feel it. We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing. Let's see.
Oh. Well,
Because,
where do we... Oh, it's over here now. All right, well, yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if that was going to be the end. We got a long episode on our hands.
Also, this is a big page. Like, we gotta get to the treetop.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think we're almost... Oh, yeah, I guess that'll take us up. Yeah, well, next time on Comfy Cozy Play, we might finish the fight Halo Reach about it, you know?
Figure out what the heck is going on all the way to the end where we get the happy ending.
Yeah, maybe Luca will kick Nuncreed in his
Yeah,
nuts
that's a
creed,
look
you
of
know?
malice that's like, you know what if I just kill this man?
What if I just murder an adult?